Yo, Paul Pierce has been wilding lately, man. But Paul Pierce always been a wild nigga, man, since he retired, man. As far as I know, man. Shit, but he always been a wild nigga, man. Just getting stabbed in clubs and all that type of shit, man. He always been that. But this nigga really been wilding with his take he had, man. He's talking about he might be the best pure scorer and all this shit. But to a degree, I can hear what he's saying. He's using the checkbox argument. A lot of what he's saying is checkbox argument. I'm not really fucking with it like that. I'm not really hearing it like that because it's like it's just a checklist. He doing that to say why he's a better scorer. I can hear that in some instances, but it's just certain motherfuckers that he naming, and it's like I can't really get with him on that, man.
What the most equipped? I'm still trying to.
Cause I got everything in the bag. He got in his toolbox. He got it all. He just got everything. That's what he say.
Cause I was pretty equipped. When I think about it, I'm just saying like.
Could you pull up from the elbow?
I need to be in this conversation.
Could you pull up from the elbow?
I got all that.
Knock down the three.
All that.
Could you back him down?
3-point contest champ.
Could you turn around?
All of that. Post ups.
Could you dunk?
All of that. Okay. I was shooting. I must have been one of the most equipped. Look, here we go. Boom. Who's this? I'm to the rack.
Okay.
3 people.
I got show a Laker highlight, but I get it.
That's the thing with Paul, right? So this pretty much all started from LeBron giving flowers. Like, of course, it had to be LeBron. Anything LeBron do basketball related is just gonna set other motherfuckers off, including ex-players. So of course, LeBron had KD on his podcast with Steve Nash. I instantly forgot what the name of it was called. To be honest, I'm gonna have to do my research again. I totally forgot exactly what the name of it was called. I haven't really tuned into it. I've seen the clips of it. But yeah, he had him on the podcast, had KD on the podcast, and they was giving him his flowers, calling him the most equipped scorer, shit like that. And which is not a crazy thing to say. 7 foot, handle like a guard, shoot that bitch better than probably 95% of league history. You know what I'm saying? Get downhill, one of the greatest motherfuckers to get downhill, especially at that size and height. That's one thing people forget about KD. Like, go back and watch how fast that motherfucker used to be getting downhill, how fast he used to be off the dribble coming from the perimeter. It's not crazy that Brian called him the most equipped scorer. I honestly could agree with that. It's not too many more motherfuckers more equipped than a Kevin Durant, for sure. Paul was a dog, man. Paul had everything in his toolbox. You know what I'm saying? All of the battles with Bron, battles with the Lakers. Like, at some point, all of those tools got to mean something. You got to do something with those tools. And it's like he did a lot with those tools, but not to. I can name some scorers, in my opinion, that did more with those tools. Like, we talking Carmelo Anthony, Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant. It's so many motherfuckers that's just ahead of Paul Pierce as far as scoring, in my opinion.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, come on, the biggest two guard when I came in was like 6'5", 6'6".
Dirk was what, a 3?
Dirk was a 4, man.
Was he a 4?
Yeah, he's 7. He playing center. He a center playing at the point guard, 2 guard. You know what I'm saying? So all his matchups and the way he shoot the ball and get to the ball, he efficient with it. So I can see why LeBron would say that. But shoot, you got to put me in that talk when we talk about most equipped scorers now. Come on, Bron.
You got to put your hand right, though. You ain't really. Man. Yeah, you got.
Like, why I honestly feel like if it wasn't for LeBron saying what he said, this nigga would never have felt some type of way. I honestly, truly feel like he would have never came out and said that shit on the show. Because it honestly seemed like LeBron, nigga, is like Pandora's box. If that motherfucker opened up his mouth, shit, all hell break loose. I'm telling you, I don't know why. Like, this, but hey, that's just the effect. He just like a damn superhero in the damn basketball world. Superhero / super villain, nigga. That anything that nigga do, depending on who you is, it's either gonna be golden or shitty. That's Brian for you, man. You either gonna love or you hate him, man. It's in between at this point, man. Paul Pierce definitely wasn't done.
Paul Pierce or Michael Jordan? I can score in more ways than Michael Jordan. Paul Pierce or Allen Iverson? I can score in more ways than Allen Iverson. Paul Pierce or Kevin Durant? That's a close one, too. I think I got a little more post game than Kev. We got a lot of the same arsenal, but I got it. Paul Pierce or Steph Curry? Oh, yeah, I can do more offensively.
Can I get a water?
Paul Pierce or James Harden?
My midi is better than James. My post game is better than James. Even on threes, going to the rack. You know,
Paul Pierce or T-Mac?
Now that one was close. Wow. Man, T-Mac is amazing. He can post up. He can do a lot of things down screen, off the dribble. Damn. I got to the line more than I'll take him.
Last one, Paul Pierce or LeBron James?
It's not even a conversation.
Oh, then he goes on to say with LeBron James, it's not even a conversation. See, that's what like I said in the beginning of the video. It's just the checkbox argument, bro. So it's like you said, you got more ways to score than Mike, got more ways to score than Allen Iverson, can score better in the post than KD. You know what I'm saying? So he said, and then he ain't know what to say with T-Mac. So the nigga said, I can get to the free throw line better than T-Mac. So it's like, my question to him would be, right? Can I understand the checkbox argument? Because I use it a lot when I compare players as far as like scoring and shit like that. But at some point, when does production come into play? Like, this is why I would say I would put a Shaquille O'Neal, a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, I would put them niggas in the best pure score conversation, bro. Look at this shit that they was doing without all of these talents, like without all of being able to shoot a jump shot from the midi and the three and hit a turnaround fadeaway and all of that extra shit. Production has to matter at some point, because it's like, if motherfuckers is changing their defense to guard you, if it's being rules put in to stop you, like, that's, in my opinion, when that puts you in a different echelon of scores. Because Paul Pierce, from what I watched of Paul Pierce, yeah, he was a great scorer, but they ain't never changed no rules for Paul Pierce. I was watching those times when he was in the league doing what he was doing. They ain't changed no rules for Paul Pierce. The whole league ain't shift what they teams roster building was like. Ain't nobody shift their whole team roster building for Paul Pierce. You did that for a motherfucker like Shaq. They did it back in the day for a nigga like Will Chamberlain. They do it to keep up with the Golden State Warriors when they started shooting all them threes and doing what they was doing. In my opinion, I feel like, nigga, you one of the greatest scorers, nigga, when motherfuckers is changing rules. They changing rules because, nigga, you so good at what you do. Nigga, they made Allen Iverson stop doing his crossover. He was so deadly with that shit, and niggas couldn't stop him. And he still figured out what he was going to do, and niggas still couldn't stop him. So I just completely disagree with Paul Pierce on the simple fact that you can't just go at all of these great players and nitpick one or two little things that you might do better than them, or you have the ability to do and they might not have the ability to do consistently. LeBron James is a better scorer than Paul Pierce. I don't give a shit about the aesthetics. I don't care about the checkbox argument, because all of your talents, all of your skills offensively, you still can't give me more production than LeBron James. You still can't give me more production than a Kevin Durant, than a Kobe Bryant, than a Michael Jordan, than a Shaquille O'Neal. I feel what he's saying. Like, I hear both sides. Like, he definitely is not wrong. Everything that he stated, better 3-point shooter than Mike, can score easier than Mike, can score more ways than Mike. I mean, can score more ways than Allen Iverson. Yeah, you can score more. You can possibly score more ways in theory, but they still giving more production, even if you feel like you can score more ways than them. So what's the point of being able to score more ways than them if you're not even giving close to the same production? It don't make no sense if you ask me. Let's go take a look at Paul Pierce. 19 for his career, 44% for his career, 36 from 3, 80 from the line. Really great number. That's 19.7. I'm going to give it that 20. You know what I'm saying? Really great numbers for his whole career. Saying peaked at 26.8, about 27 a game. And he peaked at 49%. But that was when he was shooting that was when he shot the second lowest amount of attempts in his career. That's when he peaked at his highest field goal percentage. It was 49%, took 12.8 shots a game. Like, the numbers argument, he don't really have that, because if we go to James Harden, he averaged 27. He got 29. 30, 36, 34. Out of all of these highest scoring years, nigga, his lowest scoring year is higher than Paul Pierce's peak scoring year. So he loses versus James Harden, he loses in the production argument. Michael Jordan clears him in the production argument. We talking 10 scoring titles in 11 years, bro. 11 full seasons with Chicago. We talking 10 scoring titles. Look at all of the years he played 80 plus games. The only years he didn't win a scoring title was the 2 years he played less than 20 games. All of the years that he played 80 plus games, the only year he didn't win it was a rookie because Bernard King was a grown ass man in the league doing what he was doing. That's what he led the league in scoring. It's like he lose the production argument with me. He can have the checkbox argument, you know what I'm saying, because he gonna beat. It's so many niggas that will beat probably 80% of the league just going off of the attribute argument, bro. Just using the attribute argument. It's so many niggas that ain't even made the damn league that got that attribute argument, and they can't put those attributes to their best ability. I ain't even had this shit on the screen. Fuck. But that's why I always pose the question: when does production matter? Production at some point has to matter, bro. It can't just be how it looks. It can't just be how it make me feel when I watch the game. Production has to matter. So at some point, stats has to matter. Winning has to matter. Mike has 10 scoring titles in 11 seasons. Has Paul Pierce, from what I just seen, Paul Pierce never even led the league in scoring. If we talk about best pure scorers, bro, to be in that conversation, in my honest opinion, you gotta have led the league in scoring at least once. From all of the players that you would think of as the best pure scorers, we talking Kevin Durant, we talking Kobe, Mike, fucking Allen Iverson, James Harden, Melo, like some of the best pure scorers, like Shaq, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All of these niggas have led the league in scoring. All of these niggas, they scoring has led to something. They scoring has led to either a trip to the finals or championships. Paul Pierce scoring clearly did not lead to that because the year they won the title, he only averaged 19.6. It clearly was other factors than Paul Pierce's scoring that led to them winning the championship. For the most part, a Kobe, a Shaq, a Michael Jordan, some of the best pure scorers for the most part, their success came from their scoring. For sure. The way they scored the ball, how dominant they was scoring the ball. Paul Pierce, in my opinion, never gave that. He never gave that level of dominance in terms of Shaq, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, James Harden. Hell, even Luka. I don't even think he even a better pure scorer than Luka at this point. Like, if we being totally honest, like if production matters at any point, Paul Pierce peaked at 26 a game. Luka, since year 2, has not averaged under 27 points. Since his rookie year, I'm sorry. If we talking pure, if production matters, look at his fucking playoff. Look at his first 3 playoff runs. His lowest points per game is 28.9. He's 25 years old. Like, come on, man. I can't give it to Paul on this one. I can't give it to Paul, man. Paul, I usually rock with you, but I can't give it to you on that one, man. And I fuck with Paulie heavy, man. But shit. Moral of the story, I don't think Paul Pierce is the best pure scorer. One of the best, for sure. Definitely gonna make a video about who I think is the best pure scorer. You know what I'm saying? IL Podcast, man. We're gonna be back real soon, man. I'm coming back with another video. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, real fast. I'm gonna get up out of here. We gone. Peace.